Hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm going to be talking about this beautiful Speedmaster that I just picked up. This is the reissue, the 1957 reissue Speedmaster Broad Arrow Reference 3594.50. And, I picked this up because, well, firstly, I sold my vintage Speedmaster at White. And, I just wanted a modern replacement. And what I really loved about the vintage sub was, the vintage Speedmasters were that the crest was embossed, right? So you see the Omega logo. Let's move that broad arrow aside. Start the chronograph. So you see that embossed logo. I think that was really important to me because I really didn't like that Omega just put print, just stamped the Omega logo on the dials, right? It's got those beautiful dolphin hands, and it's just a really, in my opinion, well-made, beautiful Speedmaster. I've had many Speedmasters. I've had 861 movements, 321 movements. The at White, I had 145.012 1967, another 321 movement, twisted lugs. I've had 861 movements and had some more modern ones, but this one is definitely, in my opinion, if you're looking for a manual wind Speedmaster that looks a little different but has a vintage feel to it, this one is the best value one. I think this is highly underrated, highly undervalued, right? You can pick these up for fairly affordable prices, right? When you compare it to the other limited edition Speedmasters like the Tintin, the Gemini, Apollo, Snoopy, all those different Speedmasters, this one is just as great as them, in my opinion, right? If you really want to splash out more money on a Speedmaster, go for the vintage one. Look for a nice vintage caliber 321 movement. If not, just stick to a basic manual wind Speedmaster, right? And these ones can be had for fairly affordable prices. I just love the broad arrow, right? The steel bezel. For some reason it's not really loved by collectors, but I'm a collector and I've gone through at least 5 Speedmasters, and I think this one just really pops. Obviously the tachymeter bezel is different, and I guess purists would argue that right, if they were going to do a reissue, the lugs had to be straight, not twisted. So this would be somewhat of a Franken watch, kind of bits and pieces all put together, and I can definitely see that, right? Omega recently launched their 1957 reissue, right? And it had the correct straight lugs, and with the broad arrow, right? But this is still a Speedmaster, and it's a beautiful one, right? It's definitely unique, and I think a big issue with these Speedmasters were that the hands would tend to corrode. However, mine's in good shape. Fortunately, there's no corrosion or pitting. The dial is immaculate, right? There's a really nice loom to it. Look at that. Simply stunning, right? Really nice feel to the pushers, right? Resets. Really beautiful watch. Really good value. Here's a case back, plain and simple. No, first. What do they always say on a case back? First watch worn on the moon, my NASA or something. There's no nonsense. Just a Speedmaster. Really good to wear. Let's do a bit of a wrist shot. Right, my wrist is about 16 centimeters or so. It definitely wears pretty large, right? But not overly, not too big, right? It's probably my limit when it comes to watch sizes. 42 millimeter. It definitely wears large. It's a nice watch, right? Solid Speedmaster. If you want a vintage look, but you want the modern technology and durability, This one's a beautiful watch. I really like this Speedmaster. But yeah, anyway, that's it. That's my review.